See, that would be something important for all your family to know, because sometimes you're a poet, and it doesn't sound like that. You're speaking metaphor. And so when you say, I don't care, to Kenneth, it might mean, go away, I don't love you. When you talk about it, it's like, oy vey, I want to get out of here in some way.
For a few minutes, let me have my son.
Okay. Then that's important for Kenneth to know. Well, now what I see, let's try something more again. Come, you two. You come on out up here.
Okay.
Now, Michelle, where do you fit with these two?
Oh.
Well, nowhere with them actually. Well, I mean, we just hang out and party together. We don't really.
You come on up here. You do what, hon? Come on. You do what?
We hang out and party together. We don't really fight. We don't fight at all.
Okay, so you are the three musketeers, it sounds like. Are you musketeers? That means you hang together, right?
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
No,
We have
no,
different friends,
groups
but
of
at home we're all.
All right, so let us do a three musketeer thing, and that's where you put your hand over there and you put your hand over there. Now, when
I'm the oldest.
you're the firstborn, firstborn, and who was the second one?
Yes.
She was the second one.
Oh, these.
We have an older daughter who's not here.
Who's not here? Okay, all right, so here you are. Now, when these two start to worry about what's going on with Mom, and she's tired and all that, and they begin to say, now, look at here, you little guys, I want to do something about you. What do you do?
Go in my room.
Is there something else you'd like to do, Michelle?
Well, I talk to my mom.
Well, come on up, you join the party now. What do you do with your mom now? Here she is, she's on the tired side.
I say, get away from mom. And, yeah.
So would you take care of her? Try to take care of her?
Oh, then we'll go to you.
Pardon me?
We take care of each other.
Well, when you try to get the other kids away, that's one of the pieces that you want to take care of her?
Yeah.
Did you ever ask her whether that's what she wants?
It is what she wants.
Is that what you would like, Ann? For Michelle and Steve and Michael to take care of you?
Well, in the way that, I don't know, not particularly, but in the way that they help me by making the kids behave. That is taking care of me in a way.
You're at a very important place at this moment, Ann.
Hey.
Because, wait now, you're asking 3 of your children to work in a way to be helpful to you. At the same time, it may not be clear exactly what you want them to do.
I don't understand these two being helpful.
Pardon me? Well, would you like to change how your brothers can be helpful?
Yeah.
Michelle. All right, would you do this one, because you're a musketeer sometime, don't go away. Would you tell Steve how you would like him to be more helpful? Here he is.
Well, he's always hitting me.
He's always what?
He's gonna beat me up.
Well, then this is important. Ask him if he plans to do that. If he plans to beat you up when he gets home.
Do you?
Yes.
Look at look at him. So you can understand what he said. What did he tell you? Is he planning to beat you up or not? I don't know if she got the message. Did you get the message?
Yeah, I got
Space.
All right. Now then, now you're in a place where you can share something with him. What would you like him to be different? How would you like that?
Just stop hitting the kids and start doing more around the house.
Be a little more responsible.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you would say, you would give me your hands. I'm going to be your sister for a minute, okay? Steve, what I would like for your beautiful self to do is for you to have more positive experiences with the children and the family, and that really to help Mother by helping at the house. Is that what you want to tell him?
Exactly.
So that he could get the joy out of feeling, oh boy, I did something great. That's what you're trying to tell him.
Yeah.
Okay, would you like that if Steve did more?
Yes.
Or what would you like him to do? Because he may not know. Why don't you turn over here and let's see what we come out of this one.
Well, Stephen is good in.
Why don't you tell it to him?
Stephen, you're good in doing household things. You'll take garbage out or do something like that. But I'm a little concerned when I leave all the kids with you, because I think maybe you'll be on the floor roughhousing with them instead of taking care of them. You act more like you're older than them than getting down to their level.
Did you know that your mother worries? Okay, what can you tell her about that worry that might be helpful to her? Because sometimes she might have to go away and leave her children with you. What could you tell her about would make you more helpful? Why don't you come up here where you can really hear all this? I want you to hear this all too. What could you tell her?
It's not always like that, but when When I'm wrestling with them, we just play around. Like they like playing around.
Is that a piece of something that, you see, here are 4 rambunctious boys. I mean, they're really rambunctious. And what I hear Steve saying is that he likes to play with them sometimes, and sometimes the play gets tough.
He plays with us, but sometimes he hurts.
Yes,
Yeah.
it ends up getting something hurt.
So the play is fine, the hurt is not so fine.
Because you can get carried away.
Do you know that part of yourself, that sometimes you get so much into it that you hurt people? Do you have any way right now of taking care of that for yourself? That you could get the fun out of the playing, the roughhousing, but you don't have to hurt someone? Is that something you started to work with? Because I feel in you just bursting to do some really magnificent things. Do you feel that, David, about Steve?
No, I don't get that feeling.
What do you get?
I think Steve likes to rough it up with friends his own size, and I think possibly he doesn't realize the hurting he's doing to little kids.
Do you know anything about that kind of energy that Steve has, about where inside you really want to find a way to express yourself, and then you get lost in that expression? Do you know anything about that?
Oh yeah, I think we all had some of that.
Could you tell him a little bit about what happens to you when that energy hits you like that?
Well,
Would you like to sit down and hear from your dad?
Well, I have a lot of stress and energy that I need to get out too, and I just I usually try to work it out, so I work harder.
Okay.
That's one way I deal with stress, is to just stay busy.
Do you know about what David's talking about?
Oh, yes.
Because while I'm sitting in this family, I'm feeling incredible energy. It just wants to go up like this all the time. Here it is.
Yes.
And I just feel it all the time, and I gather that's scary to sometimes the people in this family. Scary to you?
Musical scene.
All right. So
It's like you need to, how do you
Kenny's here.
control it or box it or something? Or do something constructive with it rather than destructive. That's
okay. All right.